In almost all the fixer-upper shows that my wife watches, the best moment is when they reveal the finished product. Now, of course, they drag that moment out, but typically the reaction of people seeing their newly renovated house is simply disbelief. And then, of course, comes the jubilation. They can't believe what they're seeing. They can't believe the transformation that has taken place. And so yesterday we asked, well, what do you want people, your kids, your family, your friends, what do you want God to see in your marriage when it's revealed? Now, most of us have some areas that we're working on to renovate our relationships. And we gave several really, I think, important areas for people to see in a healthy, renovated relationship. But today I want to dive in deeper on just one of them. We talked about constant communication is a must in any healthy relationship, but especially in marriage. So let's go deeper in one aspect of communication, and that is listening. I don't know if you've ever heard this phrase. I know I have. Are you listening to me? Anyone else hear that phrase? You got to be honest. Hey, if we don't listen well, our relationships will suffer. And in some ways, listening is almost becoming a lost art because we have so many things competing for our time, our mind, our heart. There's new technology of all kinds. We have cell phones on us constantly, social media bombarding us with all kinds of messages. And so we're typically not as in tune to listening. I mean, really listening. Not just nodding your head or smiling every once in a while as the mouths of the people in front of you move. So here's James, the half-brother of Jesus. And he points out how important it is, and he gives us this practical advice. In James chapter 1, my dear brothers and sisters, you must all be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to get angry. Quick to listen. It makes sense, doesn't it? We know it applies to other relationships. Business articles tell us how listening is actually a crucial leadership skill. You have to listen to your customers, your employees, your investors to be the very best you can be. Well, hey, if you want your relationships to go from fixer to fabulous, be quick to, get better at listening. James mentions this first in this communication process, to listen, right? Seems to me James is emphasizing listening over speaking. Talk about going against human nature, that has to be it. But listening really does put others and their needs ahead of ours. That's a biblical principle for sure. So listening means taking an intense interest in the person who's speaking. Their problems, their concerns, their questions, and their suggestions are really important, and you value them by listening. We listen, and they're heard and understood. Remember, 2 ears, 2 eyes, only one mouth? This should probably tell us something about the way that we should approach communication. So here's the challenge this week. Would you work at becoming a better listener? Just try it for this week. Be a better listener with your spouse, your friends, your kids, your boss, your neighbors. And again, the better that you and I listen, the better our relationships. Have a great day.